me as an African American woman, I jetted, I did. I was like, nope, this is not it. This is not the house. Like I don't know if they were playing, if it was a prank, just so people don't buy the house. Maybe it was an order that they want to sell. It could have been that. But at the same time, you see that I'm gone. So then the second house that we went to, it was, you know, this house wowed us. As soon as we pulled up to the lot, I was like, yo, this house is huge. And I was like, and it's around my price range. So at the time my boyfriend is there. He was the one driving, I said it was fine. This might be it. And that's just from seeing it from outside. Seeing it from outside. We didn't even touch grounds inside. So now we touch grounds inside. Now we're looking around. And yes, the previous owner had a dog, but honestly, it was so big that I could fit, of course, other than myself and my boyfriend. So um it was so big. So we looked at the first room, which is the primary suite. Big. We get to the third room. I was like, oh my God, it doesn't even get better. So the third room it's the same size room. It's across all the way from the bathroom. In order for, like, say, I wanted to put the kids there instead. It's either for them to get out of bed or run to the bathroom and go back to bed if they ever wanted to. It doesn't give them that long walk. Just as big as at Lives, the front yard is huge, but the backyard is bigger. And I was like, yeah, I can see my kids running in the backyard, getting tired from running one end to the next end. Because sure enough, when I was helping my dad put up the fencing in the back, I was tired walking from back there to the front. It was a lot of work. So now, the fifth room, we made our office room, office slash studio, in order for us to, you know, because I worked from home at the time. In order for us to sit down and go over paperwork, go over bills, that's the room we where we'll do all of that. So that's what it was. And then the kids do have their own living room, and I have my own living room, so I can have guests downstairs while the kids are upstairs in their own living room area, can watch their TV, can do whatever they wanted to do upstairs. Um, and then also this house have an attic, which I don't like to go to. I haven't went to, I'm great. All right, so after, let's get back to the story. So after, we seen the house, and it was a yes for us. It also had a basement, but the basement was a little scary. It's still scary to me till this day. I go downstairs, do laundry, I jet. So now the agent sees how much we really like this home, and she was like, basically, do we need to bother to go to the third home? I was like, yeah, let's look, because I don't want to, you know, not see it. And what if it's something that I do like? So I was like, what if it's better? It was, I forgot what they called those homes that are like in a circle neighborhood where, like, you have to go into circles in order to get to your home. It was in that type of neighborhood. Um, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was okay, but it wasn't my cup of tea. It wasn't as quiet and spacious. Like, I was away from my neighbor. For in this home, I'm away from my neighbors. I'm not too close to them. The other homes were close enough to their neighbors. Like, they could see inside your window. They could see when you poop, and they probably can hear you screaming. But me, here, they can't see none of that. So I was like, yeah, this is the home for us. So she was like, all right, well, just so you know, the owner needs to move out and within 35 days. I was like, what? 30? Don't mind the sleeping sound in the back, because my kids like to fall asleep to Gracie's corner to sleep. And I'm telling you, sometimes it makes me want to pull my hair, but as long as it gets them to sleep, I don't care. So I was like, yeah, let's put an offer in. She's like, instead of putting a high offer, we're gonna lowball it. And I'm like, in New York, we can't do that. And the reason why we can't do that is because what they're asking for, you wanna try to, which happened to me about 3 times in New York. So when she said lowball, I was like, oh, I ain't getting this house. We lowballing it. But I think the reason why she lowballed it is because of the fact that the owner had to leave within 35 days. So she had nothing. She had nothing but to settle. She had to settle. So we put our offer in on Friday. My agent called me Saturday morning. I didn't think she's calling me with bad news because that's all I've been getting whenever I put an offer. I was getting bad news. Hey, Chris. I'm like, yes, the house is yours. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, the house is yours and she's moving out within 35 days. And I was like, you have to be lying.